whether you work in your own company or you work for somebody else, I think it's always important to be improving in whatever you do. Being honest with yourself is one of the first steps to improving your position. You need to be honest with your strengths and you need to be honest with your weaknesses. Weaknesses are easy, right? Because they're everywhere. We're usually more weak than we are strong. And it's easy to find those moments because a lot of times people will point them out to you, or you will point them out to yourself, maybe more than you should. Which leads me to my next point. Acknowledge your strengths. If you can't acknowledge your strengths for what they are, that they're good things that you actually are good at, you actually never know your contribution level or your value. And what I find is that when I do acknowledge my strengths, I say, oh, I am good at this. There's always this voice that says, well, no, you're not. And I have to listen to that voice for a second, and I have to consider if that voice is correct. And if it's not, I have to shush that voice and then acknowledge that I'm good at this, file that away, and then move on. And then in later reflection, think about, okay, I am good at this. How can I be better at this? And in later reflection, I think, I am terrible at this. How can I be better at this? I think it's good to put ourselves in positions where we sort of test out those weaknesses in our mind. We set aside a time to be quiet. We set aside a time where we're not distracted by anything, podcasts, YouTube videos, whatever. And we just sit there and we try to get as close to that weakness, that thing that scares us as much as we can. And we try to feel it out. That way we can understand what that feels like. And we realize that it's actually not that scary to approach that weakness. So whatever weakness that may be, whether it's starting something new or quitting something old, if we let ourselves sort of touch and feel it before we're even there, then when we get there, we're more prepared to take care of that weakness.